Discover the inspiring story of Ringo Starr, the legendary Beatles drummer, who at 85 years old, remains vibrant, healthy, and full of life. In this video, we dive deep into how Ringo's lifelong practice of transcendental meditation transformed his perspective, helped him overcome addiction, and kept him grounded through decades of fame and challenges. Learn the powerful mindset shifts and meditation techniques that helped Ringo turn life's mountains into manageable molehills. Whether you're a Beatles fan or seeking peace and clarity in your own life, this video reveals the secrets behind Ringo Starr's enduring peace and love philosophy. Ringo Starr on keeping perspective, inspired by a grounded, mindful perspective. I make mountains out of molehills. Ringo acknowledges his tendency, like many people, to catastrophize small problems, letting anxiety magnify minor issues into overwhelming crises. Before meditation, he struggled with this pattern, especially during the intense pressures of Beatlemania and his later battles with alcoholism. This honest admission shows self-awareness. Recognizing we mentally inflate problems is the first step toward controlling that tendency. It's a universal human trait. Our minds naturally amplify threats, real or imagined. With meditation, I keep them small. Ringo discovered Transcendental Meditation in 1968. When the Beatles traveled to India to study with Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. This practice became his tool for maintaining perspective. Meditation allows him to observe thoughts without identifying with them, preventing the mental escalation that turns molehills into mountains. Through twice daily meditation sessions, typically 20 minutes each, he creates mental space that stops problems from growing disproportionately. The practice acts like a reality check. Everything seems manageable with practice. With over 55 years of consistent meditation practice, Ringo has developed mental resilience that makes challenges feel approachable rather than insurmountable. Practice here has dual meaning, both the practice of meditation itself and the practice of applying its lessons to daily life. What once seemed overwhelming, Beatles fame, band breakup, addiction recovery, aging, became manageable through consistent mindfulness. Perspective isn't instant, it's cultivated through patient, repeated effort. It helps me see things clearly. Meditation clears the mental fog of anxiety, assumption, and distortion. Ringo describes meditation as giving him clarity, seeing situations as they actually are, rather than through filters of fear or expectation. This clarity helped him navigate complex relationships within the Beatles, make sound career decisions, maintain sobriety, and stay grounded despite fame. Clear seeing means distinguishing between genuine problems, requiring action, and imaginary problems created by anxious thoughts. Problems don't grow out of proportion. Through meditation, Ringo developed the ability to assess problems accurately. A bad review doesn't become career catastrophe. A disagreement doesn't become relationship ending. A mistake doesn't become identity-defining failure. Meditation interrupts the mental narrative that spirals problems into disasters. He's learned to see problems in proper scale. Most are temporary, manageable, and smaller than they initially appear. This proportional thinking prevents emotional overwhelm. Meditation keeps me grounded daily. Ringo meditates every single day, usually twice, morning and evening. This daily practice acts as an anchor, keeping him connected to the present moment rather than lost in worries about future or regrets about past. Grounded means staying centered despite external chaos, tour schedules, public attention, industry pressures. His meditation routine is non-negotiable, providing stability and perspective regardless of circumstances. It's his daily reset button. Perspective changes everything in life. This is Ringo's core insight: same situation, different perspective, completely different experience. Beatles breakup could be viewed as tragic ending or liberating new beginning. Perspective determines which. Aging could mean decline or wisdom. Perspective chooses. Challenges could be obstacles or opportunities. Perspective decides. He's learned that we can't always control events, but we can control our viewpoint. Shifting perspective from victim to participant, from catastrophe to challenge, transforms entire life experience. Small problems stay small with mindfulness. Mindfulness, present moment awareness without judgment, prevents problem inflation. When Ringo notices a small issue, arising disagreement with bandmate, technical difficulty during performance, mindfulness allows him to address it as small issue rather than letting anxiety inflate it. The key is catching problems early, when they're still manageable, before the mind's catastrophizing machinery kicks in. Mindfulness acts as early warning system against mental escalation. Don't let thoughts spiral out of control. This is practical advice from lived experience. Ringo knows the spiral. One worried thought leads to another, building momentum until a minor concern becomes paralyzing panic. Meditation taught him to interrupt this spiral, to notice the first worried thought, recognize it as just a thought, not reality, and consciously choose not to follow it down the rabbit hole. He's learned thoughts aren't facts, they're mental events we can observe without believing or acting upon. Peace comes from seeing things clearly. Ringo's famous peace and love philosophy isn't naive optimism, it's grounded in clear seeing. True peace emerges when we perceive reality accurately, without the distortions of fear, ego, or delusion. Meditation gave him this clear vision, seeing himself honestly, strengths and flaws, seeing others compassionately, flawed humans like himself, seeing situations realistically, neither catastrophically nor unrealistically optimistically. This clarity dissolves unnecessary conflict and anxiety, leaving peace. Clear seeing peace. At 85, still touring, still drumming, still radiating peace and love, Ringo Starr embodies his philosophy. He's faced enormous pressures: Beatles fame, addiction, aging in the public eye, yet maintains equanimity through meditation and perspective. His message isn't about avoiding problems but about relating to them skillfully. Mountains and molehills exist in the mind more than reality. Through meditation, we develop the perceptual accuracy to see which is which, and the wisdom to not waste energy climbing molehills we've mentally transformed into mountains. Ringo's alive, healthy, and happy, specifically because he learned to keep perspective. That's not coincidence, It's cause and effect. I've always said that I've been blessed, and I truly feel blessed. If I'm feeling a little down, I meditate and I come out of it feeling great. Ringo Starr. Peace and love.